Hey everyone, how ya doing? It's me, Tim. Gonna be reading The Legend of St. Nicholas, a story of Christmas giving by Dandi Daley Mackall. Please enjoy. Nick followed his dad through the snow dust parking lot. Not my idea of fun, he muttered. Hey, you're the one who waited until the last minute to buy Christmas gifts for your little brothers, Dad reminded him. True, Nick admitted. Why was it so much easier to think about getting gifts more than giving them? Nick spotted a shiny Santa ring ringing a bell and collected for the poor. Dad handed Nick some money for Santa's kettle. Nick thought about adding something from his own wallet, but he was hoping to have enough left to get himself something. Once inside the crowded store, Nick smelled hot dogs and popcorn. Scratchy Christmas music playing overhead. You get your gifts, and you'll see to this list your mother gave me, Dad called. Disappearing into the sea of shoppers, Nick headed for the toy aisle, but a baseball glove caught his eye. A few minutes later, he heard a deep voice saying his name. The voice belongs to a store Santa. Santa used to go by the name Nick, or St. Nicholas. He heard the Santa say to a group of children in the elf's room. Nick remembered waiting for his parents in that room when he was a little kid. A long, long time ago, the store Santa continued in a country far across the sea. A boy named Nicholas was born. Nick leaned against the doorway and listened. Nicholas' parents were very rich. They traveled all over the world with their son. When Nicholas was 8, they visited beautiful gardens in the Far East. Nicholas noticed children begging for food. When Nicholas turned 10, his parents took him to the West. Nicholas couldn't sleep at night because he kept thinking about the longing eyes of the children in the streets. Children who had certainly never owned a toy. Oh, this 20th birthday, Nicholas and his family journeyed to the north. Nicholas waved to the children playing in the snow. Why aren't they wearing coats and hats, he asked. His parents exchanged sad looks. They probably don't own coats and hats, Nicholas, his father said. A few years later, they visit the Holy Land. When baby Jesus had been born that first Christmas, In this holy place, God gave us the greatest gift ever given. Nicholas' father remarked, "Imagine how much God loves us to give us his only son to honor and celebrate God's amazing gift." Three wise kings brought gifts for the Christ child, Nicholas' mother said, as the church bells rung out. Not long after they returned home, Nicholas' parents died. Nicholas felt lost and alone. He had plenty of money, but no idea what to do with his life. He looked to his friends for help. "If I had that much money," said Joseph, "I'd pay all of our bills because my father is out of work. I would buy my mother a warm coat," Thomas said. Phoebe gazed at the stars. "My two sisters want to marry, but we don't have the money that's equipped with the bride's family. If I had the money, I would give it to my sisters for this dowry," she sighed. "And if I had enough, I would do the same for myself." Nicholas knew that his friends would never get that wish unless... That night, Nicholas talked things over with God. "Father, could you be the work you have for me?" As in an answer, the church bells rung. Nicholas remembered what his mother has said about the wise kings bringing gifts to baby Jesus. He thought of what his father said about Jesus being the greatest gift. What better time to give gifts than on Jesus' birthday? Nicholas could barely hold in his excitement. First, he tromped through fallen snow to Joseph's house. He opened a window and tossed in enough golden coins to allow them to buy their own home. Next, he woke the town trailer and brought his first coat. Nicholas ran all the way to Thomas' house and stuffed the coat with the open shutters. Nicholas' last stop was Phoebe's house. He tied coins into 3 bags for 3 dowries and searched for an open window. Nicholas was about to give up when he looked to heaven and prayed for God's guidance. That's when he thought of the chimney. On Christmas Day, Nicholas' friends came running to his house. "It's a miracle," Joseph explained. "God must have heard my prayers." "We were all given a gift as well," Thomas began. "My mother hasn't taken off her new coat since she found it this morning." Phoebe's eyes sparkled like sunlight in snow. "My sisters will marry next month," she smiled at Joseph. "Now I too can marry. We don't know who else to thank, so we thank God." Overcome with joy, Nicholas understood his mission in life. This is how he would celebrate Christmas now on. When the story ended, Nick shook himself. A part of him was back with Nicholas. He could have managed. How good it must have felt to security gave his friends what they wanted most. Nick had almost forgotten why people gave presents at Christmas. He wanted to feel that same joy of giving. Nick, time to go. Dad walked up to his arms full of shopping bags. We don't go yet, Dad. Nick never imagined buying gifts would be so much fun. He found just the right toy for his brothers. Then he spent enough he had left on toys for the poor. I wish I had enough to fill the whole collection box, he told Dad. Nick felt sure he never looked at Christmas the same way. He wanted to remember the gifts of St. Nicholas, the gifts of the wise kings, and most of all, God's gifts of baby Jesus. Tradition of Christmas giving. There are many legends of traditions connected to this modern Santa Claus. According to traditions, about 300 years after Christ, a man named Nicholas lived in a seaport town of Myra, in the region now called Turkey. He is believed to have become the bishop of Myra and was later called St. Nicholas. Nicholas was known as friends to the poor and the helpless. Every good and perfect gift is from above, coming down from the Father of the heavenly lights, who does not change like shifting shadows. Well, everyone, I hope you all enjoyed the story of the legend of St. Nicholas, a story of Christmas giving. And if you did, give it a thumbs up. I want to say thanks for watching. Y'all take care, and this vlog is over.